Welcome to the Jolt Creativity pregame show. Jolt Creativity. Destroy the lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jolt Creativity pregame show. I'm here with Coach Matt Alishari of Lansing City ahead of the second half of the doubleheader. Lansing City taking on Chicago House. The women's Chicago team came in with the victory the first game, and this time, Matt, you guys are at 3-3 on a two-game losing streak. How do you put a stop to that tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we come out, we have to have a strong defensive game. That's number one. If we can do that, play the game that we want to play, I think we'll come out victorious.
Who are a couple of players on your team that you think are going to have big performances tonight?
Yeah, I think you'll see a lot from Drew Barney. I think he's a younger kid, but he's playing with some confidence, and I think you'll see him take his game to the next level.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach. We'll see you on the other side. We have kickoff in a minute. We're going to send you to our PA. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lansing Series, tonight's Futsal Champions Series match between Chicago House and your Lansing City. To begin tonight's contest, let's start by starting lineups. First, for Chicago House, up top at the People's Front, number 6, over on the left-hand side on the outer spot, number 9, Angel Mayo. Over on the right-hand side is number 7, Russell Hernandez. Back at the Pizzo spot, number 10, Rudy Silva. And finally, in goal tonight for Chicago House, number 22, Jose Santos. Let's play Lansing Futsal!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lansing City Arena for the second half of our doubleheader here tonight. Lansing City taking on Chicago House. If you missed the first one, it was the Chicago House ladies that came into town and took away the 5-1 victory. We'll see what happens in this one here tonight. Take a look at the starting lineups. Castaneda in net. Fisher, Timblo actually getting the start on the left-hand side. Barney and Blanco. And for the Chicago House, green camo jerseys, it's Escareno, De Silva, Magallon, Hernandez, and Matthew Chalinsky up top. That is how they will begin on both sides. As we get going here in the Lansing City Arena, Drew Barney plays it into Timblo. First time Lansing City's been here for a little over, well, around a month, I'd say. They played Midwest here for their last game at home. I believe that was an 8-5 victory. As Matt Chalinsky wins the ball and now is faced up by Drew Barney. Vinny De Silva at the helm. Space down the left-hand side. Help comes, ball in the middle. And Alessandro Blanco is there. Lansing City is happy to have him back, as he had a couple of games not present. He has looked like a new player this year. Matt Chalinsky wins that one. Castaneda comes out, makes the save. And this Blanco, who tries to transition early, but it's going to go all the way back over the end line. Escareno will restart play. And there he is, Alessandro Blanco, shaping up to challenge the best pivots in the league. He was a part of the Lansing City squad last year, but something clicked this year. As we see Kleppel on the ball for the first time, an early substitution. He's going left, draws two defenders. His shot blocked at his foot. He's got Barney all the way on the other side. Ball comes to him. Hernandez stepping up, wins it, rolls it on to number 9, Daniel Magallon, and on the counter, Chicago House strike first, 90 seconds in, Daniel Magallon. Take another look, just outside the outstretched hands and foot of Castaneda. He got a touch on it before it went to the side net. Chicago House get on the board early. Kleppel goes down on the far side. Foul committed by Magallon, the goal scorer. This will be a free kick deep in Chicago House territory. Kleppel stands over it. 1 in the wall, 2 on the far post for Lansing City. Kleppel goes for it. Met at the near post by Josue Escareno. He will get his first save tonight. Heavy pressure for Chicago House. They win it. Hernandez trying to go down the line. Kleppel's there. And Hernandez wants to go quick. Has De Silva. No, that was Magione, actually. It's De Silva now with it. Faced up by Blanco. Working with Chelinski. Going 1v1. Left foot off the post. Chicago House looking for those 1v1s early. Something they've been dangerous in throughout the year. Picking the right time for those 1v1s has been critical to their success. Chicago House really fighting for their playoff lives. It's already looking pretty dire for them at 2-6. It only max out at 12 points and will likely need to get that 12 points to have a chance at the playoffs. After starting the year 0-5, they've been 2-1 since, including a win against this Lansing City squad at home. Turnover, Fisher tries to go quick, but De Silva's there. We take a look at the Chicago House ladies supporting their men's team after the 5-1 victory. Ball coming to the back post, blocked by Escareno. Actually, I think it was Hernandez who got a piece of it. Chicago House are looking for a transition opportunity the other way. Fisher's there to help Castaneda. Now Lansing with their own chance. Drew Barney, toe poke, just under the foot of Blanco. How did he miss it? Oh, man. Wow. He got by the two defenders. Tough to see with that angle. Barney laid it out there for him, and just not really an easy way to put it. It was just a whiff. As the ball comes flying in over our heads. And I say that whiff with the most understanding of what it's like to be literally inside the goal and miss. I've been there before. It's not a good feeling. 1-0 Chicago House, 16:40 to go. Kleppel with some space. And I think he got his shot blocked by Alec Ganas up there, who enters the floor for the first time. Tall, strong pivot up top. Working on integrating his outdoor experience and talent into the game of futsal. Particularly had an effect in the game against Jinga. The game has been a little bit too fast for him against the other two at home that he's been a part of. High press still from Lansing, from Chicago House. Luciano Cernuda on the court for the first time, along with Leonce Nyasaba. Cernuda seeking a goal and sends it just outside the post. If you know anything about Luciano Cernuda, man, he's like a shark, and scoring a goal is like blood in the water, man. He is always sniffing that out, looking for opportunities. A very talented player. This is his second match this year with Lansing City after having an opportunity to go over, be a part of a youth. Hold that thought. It's Vinny De Silva who slices and dices and gets goal number 2 for Chicago House. He's all smiles, and Lansing City find themselves in an early hole as he beats Castaneda to his right, just outpacing Ganas. And Chicago House, just like in the women's game earlier today, coming out to an early 2-0 lead. How will Lansing City respond? Ball's at the foot of Ganas. Space, inside, try to find Cernuda, but Hernandez is there. Daniel Magione bumped off the ball in possession now of Lansing City. Second line for Lansing City, Ganas, Crispane, Nyasaba, and Cernuda. Chicago House still in their first line. We saw them slow to sub in the earlier match today. They're doing the same here for the men's side as a shot from Cernuda takes a deflection and is out for a corner. Kleppel and Ceranuta there. 1-2 punch on the offensive side. Both high work rate, high intelligent players. Left foot from Kleppel goes well wide. Mascherano will collect and put it back into play. All the way to Castaneda. He has to step up. Ball nearly touches the ceiling. But play will continue. Lansing City in a man-high press. Chicago House so far dealing with it comfortably. Benny Da Silva on the ball. He has the skill to make some things happen. 1v1, Chris Bain's not going to let it happen this time. As he shields Da Silva, lets the ball go over the end line. Castaneda goes long to Chris Bain, holding the ball up. Turn, strike, Escareno's there. Oh, and Hanse Nayasaba. Wow. May not have been a goal, but you gotta love what just happened there. Let's see it again. He went all out for this. Wow. This was not a half-hearted effort. He went all in for that. Connected pretty well, but it was over the bar. Foul whistled against Lansing City. That's their first of the half. One foul apiece now with 14 minutes to go. Ceranuta in possession. Goes down the line, beating Da Silva. Lots of space. Near post, Escareno's there. Deflection taken care of by Hernandez, and it's out for a Lansing City corner. Wow, Ceranuta absolutely just left Da Silva in the last zip code on that one. Corner coming from Ceranuta, blocked by Da Silva. Here comes Magallon. Step in by 81 Jeremy Kleppel, and it's out for a house kick. Still the starting five on the floor for Chicago House. Looks like they have one player getting ready to enter the game. As Rafael Hernandez shows what he can do, blazing that one by Ethan Castaneda for goal number 3. Wow. Did not think that one had a chance. He scores as he falls into the sideline. See if we can take a look at shot, up and over Castaneda. And they take a 3-0 lead. Starting 4 back on the floor for Lansing City. Left foot strike from Fisher. Escareno collects. Tick under 13 to go. Ball given away. Fisher can't handle it. And now it's Matt Chelinski the other way. Castaneda comes out. Collision. As Fisher, I think, tripped over his own feet. Castaneda prevents that danger from advancing any further. Hernandez now beats one, space inside, it's off of Kleppel's foot. And Hernandez will be credited with his second goal of the match. Lansing City down 4. And they will call a timeout to try to stop the bleeding. And it is all excitement for the camo green on the sideline. 4 goals in less than 8 minutes. This match is sponsored by Ally Marketing. If you are looking for a partner in the marketing space, check out allymarketing.us, the official marketing partner of the Futsal Champions Series. Ally Marketing, let's be friends. see Jeremy Kleppel giving instruction to his players. Down 4 goals early on. They've got work to do to get back into this one. This was kind of how we saw their season go last year, getting down early and trying to claw their way back in, but beginning of the year looked a lot different. They were the aggressor, scoring first, but tonight it's 4 behind them. And they must play from behind. 2 players substituted on for Chicago House. Jordy Mosquera, as Kleppel takes a strike. Follow-up from Fisher is blocked. But it is Mosquera. And oh wow, off the corner. Fisher with a near miss. The other player onto the floor for Chicago House, 18, Gianni Vivero. As Hernandez has an opportunity here, it's behind Mosquera, and Mosquera will make it 5-0. Chicago House steamrolling Lansing in the Lansing City Arena. Just for good measure, Mosquera at the back post blasts it in the back of the net. After the giveaway, Rafael Hernandez looking more like the player we saw in the summer so far today as Kleppel takes him on, and defense was enough, and it's a restart coming from Escareno. A foul going against Lansing City here. Mosquera draws it. It'll be number 2 against Lansing. And the Pivo-Fixo type battle. Grabbing going on, and Saranuda gets called for it. Saranuda out on the break, 2v1. He has Chris Bain, finds him. Escareno shuts the door and takes a shot while he's at it. And it's the kind of shot that eventually he'll be okay, but right now he feels like he will never be okay. But he made the save. The worst part would be doing that and not making the save. But he puts it all on the line for his team. His 6th save of the night, has not let any past. So he'll shake it off as much as possible. And it will be restarted through his hands. To Hernandez, deep in their own territory. We are not even 10 minutes into this match. And this is feeling like Lansing City Midwest last year at the arena. As Cernuda gets by not 1 but 2, and Chris Bain trying to help out, staying with it. Comes to Kleppel, back to Cernuda. 2 on him, can he split him? No. And the counter is not there. That game last year, when Midwest came to the arena, it was a 6-0 start for the visitors. Chicago House challenging that tonight. Kleppel space. Can Chris Bain finish? He does. Lansing City get one they really, really needed. Before we reach halfway point in the first half. Trezor Chris Bain off the shot from Kleppel. Escareno could not hold on. Tough to do at that range. And Chris Bain takes full advantage. Lansing City are no longer a goose egg. But this could be bad. Oh, Rafael Hernandez had the positioning. Good ball from De Silva. And it was number 18, Gianni Vivero, who could have been on the other end of it, but not quite on the same page. Chris Bain draws a foul. Now Kleppel takes a strike, blocked by Escareno. Kleppel finding space, long one, Escareno with the block. He's got 9 tonight. Battle on the sideline, far side. Goes Lansing City's way. Cernuda tried to get a diagonal ball through the middle of the defense, not there. Kleppel now across the halfway line. Mosquera in front of him. Left foot blocked by the sliding Mosquera. Corner kick upcoming for Lansing City. Saltzman in the middle, first time we've seen him on the floor tonight. Kleppel, space, left foot strike. Hernandez turned his back and got it. Chris Bain on the follow-up. And Mosquera goes down holding his face. Didn't see what happened there. Perhaps collided with Kleppel. And he will come over to help him up. Yeah, that was the header from Kleppel. Yeah, it looked like his forearm got him on the jump. No whistle from the referee. And play continues. De Silva dancing in the back. Nearly gave it up. Hernandez now. Has not left the floor yet tonight, along with De Silva, I believe. And he nearly turns it over. Fisher goes down. Thought he got grabbed or pushed, and no call. And this time, he's going to receive a yellow. He denies the opportunity from Fisher, helping him back up. Chicago House's third foul of the night. So take another look. Yeah, just missed the ball there, and Hernandez was saying no, it wasn't a foul, but the official thought different, and that camera angle also looks like it says different. So Kleppel figuring out where he wants to go. Mosquera alone in the wall. And the fans thought it was in, but it was outside the net. No goal from a bunch of cheering that happened behind me, and they weren't the only ones who thought it was a goal. So Lansing City still at 1, trying to claw their way back into this one, 9:10 to go. Blanco off the first time ball, sends it over the bar. Felipe Marroquin for Chicago House, up there at the pivot spot. First time he seeing the floor tonight. And this was turned over. Can Fisher finish? He does! The toe poke screams by Escareno. And Lansing City had a second in a row. As Fisher receives some words from Kleppel. Take another look. Fisher just stepping up, not letting that one go through, in the toe poke under the hand of Escareno. And perhaps Lansing City is mounting a comeback as Alessandro Blanco doesn't miss by much. Defense turning into offense for Lansing City here in the last 30 seconds. Ball up to Mosquera, he goes back to De Silva. De Silva can't get by Cernuda. Cernuda shields him away. And now plays it into Fisher. Fisher with the turn, kick save from Escareno. Lansing City looking very hungry right now. Ball into Kleppel, first time, back post Fisher. Just missed. Doesn't look like it took a deflection, at least not according to the officials. Wow, that could have been number 3. Right now on the floor, we're seeing number 25, Jacob Chelinski for Chicago House get his first minutes of the game. Wow, look at that. 18 more shots for Lansing City, and yet they're down. And another one that doesn't miss by much from Fisher. They've nearly reached 30, yet they're down by 3. Here is Kleppel, 4v3, toe poke off the bar. Deflection, says the referee. Cernuda will put it in. Cernuda puts it in, dangerous. Where was the Chicago House defense? Fisher puts it away on the ball from Cernuda, and Chicago House will take a timeout. You see Kleppel's reaction there. Just ran right by him. Vinny Da Silva at fault. Also Jacob Chelinski there. And those are the types of goals that you really cannot afford. And they're the type of goals that we saw Chicago House giving up quite a bit in their opening stretch, going 0-5. More on that in a moment. First, if you are enjoying this game, tune into the third half every Thursday at 8 p.m. live on the YouTube channel. We chat about all things FCS. Playoff pictures starting to actually come into view a little bit as Kleppel gives some instruction firmly to Barney. We return to action. 3-5. Lansing City have scored 3 unanswered. And it was something that, if you were watching closely, you could have wondered as Kleppel gets hit and he's upset at Marroquin, who's going to receive the yellow. He's very unhappy with that. And Kleppel will also receive a yellow. Do you see the collision there? Marroquin getting the legs of Kleppel, who has 10 goals this season, tied for second in the league. One man in the wall, it's Mosquera once again. Crispin on the back post, Fisher to the left, Barney to the right. Kleppel stands over it, coming with his left foot, and he misses the near post. Took a deflection. Barney puts it into play, made it to Escareno, and he kicks it out. Before that all happened, making a comment about what we were seeing from Chicago House in the early goings. Rafael Hernandez and Vinny Da Silva were on the court, I think, up until about the 10-minute mark. They both were on the floor, and there had been minimal substitutions, and those 2 late goals from Lansing City have come when Chicago House looked quite a bit weaker as Crispin misses one just barely to the far post. Right now, Chicago House looking like 2 very different teams when their top 4 or 5 are on the floor as Kleppel gets the go-ahead opportunity, and he's unable to convert it after beating Escareno. Take another look. Looks like he stumbled on that try. I'm sure he wishes that he had that one back. 3-5. 2 goals in favor of Chicago, 7.5 to go. Barney wide open, left foot. Escareno with the save. Wow. I don't know if you can feel it watching at home, but I'm sure you've seen it in these last few minutes, just this shift, and it's felt here in the arena as well. Chicago House was just putting all kinds of pressure on early on. They were the aggressor, and now it feels like they are on their heels. trying to keep Lansing City at bay with desperation. Such a stark contrast to how the first 10 or so minutes went of this game. Saltzman will put this one into play. He goes back to Kleppel. Kleppel, space inside, going back to Saltzman, who's looking for it at the far post, but Escareno preventing him from getting it. 14 touches for Escareno on the night. 3 goals behind him. Chris Bain trying to find space, got by. Shot got by Escareno, but Felipe Marroquin was in position, and the long one goes nowhere. Castaneda restarts immediately. Kleppel says, get up the floor. Finds Chris Bain down the line. Chris Bain dribbles it out of bounds. Both teams playing at a very high pace. Stoppages of play being restarted quickly by both sides here. Escareno looking for options. Hernandez gets by one. Creates some space for his team. It's Jacob Chelinski now. Working with Yordi Mosquera in the back. Ball up to Marroquin in the pivot spot. And it's not to his foot, so it will be out for a Lansing City kick. Looking down the line was Barney, and Saltzman couldn't get to that one. And another long distribution from Escareno. Marroquin on the ball. Barney's there. Couple steps in, kicks it out of bounds. As we take just under 6 minutes to go. Two Lansing City coaches, head coach Matt Alishari on the left, assistant coach Jacob Derby on the right. Matt Alishari in his second year as a head coach of this Lansing City side. Jacob Derby joining this year. Oh, and this is a bad giveaway. Barney, it's saved by Escareno. They're not out of it yet. Oh, handball is going to be called on Luciano Serranuda as he tried to get his body in position. Drew Barney wins it, receives it here. Trying to find space inside. Fisher with the follow-up, and Luciano Serranuda. The second effort was enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 unanswered for Lansing City. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a 1-goal game here in the Lansing City Arena. Luciano Serranuda gets on the board for the first time tonight. As we wait to restart play, quick discussion from the officials, and here we go. Just one separates these two now. If you like goals, and you've loved this first 15 minutes, 9 of them nearing the score that these two teams had the last time they played. I believe it was a 6-4 scoreline in Chicago about 3 weeks ago. Ball is given to Chicago House, and a shot from De Silva goes off the post. Wow, that was closer than expected. Tough angle. And now it's Jack Fisher, gets bumped to the ground, no call. Serranuda on the ball. Chicago House back to their starting 4. Kleppel, strike! Sandro Blanco got a touch. It also took a Chicago House touch, says the referee, and out for a corner. Serranuda puts it into play right into the middle. Escareno deflects it out. Kleppel with a long-range strike, blocked at the top of the arc. Fisher did not see Maguione. Castaneda comes up with the save on the other side. First, really, second good chance for Chicago House since around the 10-minute mark. Fisher is flying up to put pressure on Hernandez, who's looked fantastic tonight for the most of this game. Coach Ramon Hernandez and his son Rafa right there. Coming out to an early lead, but it's been chipped away. And a slide from Hernandez, got the ball. Do House have a counter? No. Cernuda, space. It gets by, and Fisher is there to put it away. We are tied. And the crowd is getting into it. They are loving it here in the arena. Blanca was also there. Following it up, it could have been either of them, but Fisher said, I'm gonna slide and get this one first. And right out of the gate, off the kickoff, it was De Silva screaming down the far sideline. He's eventually whistled for a foul. And we're getting a check on the foul count. Scoreboard says 4. Lansing City thought that one was a 5th. And they are going to be double checking the foul count. And it's Trezor Crispin who gets the chance after a nice opening touch. Nearly had the back of the net there, but it was enough on the defensive end. Ball comes in. Wow, Crispin, another chance, beating De Silva on the back post. He had solid contact, but not towards the net. Life in the Lansing City team with 5 unanswered goals. So the foul count you see on your screen is correct. 4 for Chicago House, 3 for Lansing City. As the attack from Chicago House looked like it had some positive flavor to it. 3v2, but it goes out for a kick. Kleppel quickly across half. Finds Saltzman. Saltzman's ball to Cernuda's way off. And it will be a kick in for number 18, Gianni Vivero, and the Chicago House green. Rafael Hernandez taking a break. You don't see that very often. Well, I guess I should say today you haven't seen it very often, and there's been other matches as well where that's been the case. With just under 3 to go. Ball again is given away by Chicago House. Crispin on the attack now. No numbers. Can he find space? Left foot Escareno says no. Our Lansing City knocking on the door again. Crispin barely misses once again. He's upset, you can see. He's had 2 golden opportunities in the last probably minute and a half to 2 minutes. Missed on both tries. Looking for the back post was number 9, Daniel Maglione. But Matt Chelinski wasn't in position there to receive. It will be Castaneda who restarts play. 2:30 to go. 5 apiece. Kleppel down the sideline. Inside, Nyasaba tried to get ahead on it. The ball did get through cleanly, and a deflection called in favor of Lansing City. Kleppel so often finding that space and creating numbers up for his squad on the attack. like a magnet, drawing multiple defenders to himself. And here is another potent attacker, Sarah Nuda inside. Shot blocked. Out for what will essentially be a corner. Kleppel, space to the right, shot goes wide. One first time from Hernandez. Will he get it back? Try. Castaneda plays it safe and just kicks it out of bounds. Mosquera, long-range shot blocked. Maguillon trying to work with De Silva. It goes all the way back out for a reset. Jordi Mosquera, one of the new additions for Chicago House since that first time these two teams met. They actually had 4 players added to the roster after their 5th game, which was a 5th consecutive loss. Kleppel plays it down for Saranuda. Nice touch to keep it there. Once again, left foot blocked. Escareno to 22 on the night. Wow. At this rate, he'd be at 44 saves in a game. That is so many saves for a keeper to face in futsal. Toe poke. Fisher. Trying to make something out of the rebound, but De Silva's there. Ayasaba in the middle. Maguillon's there, and Hernandez is there as well. Fisher puts it down. He plays it into the middle. Saranuda! Great control. He gets a firm strike off, but Josue Escareno. There's a brick wall once again. Nearly given away on the corner. Fisher, left foot, blocked. This one is cleared all the way out to Saranuda with just over 60 ticks to go. Luciano beats one, lots of space. Near post, 5-hole. Lansing City is up by 1. Luciano Saranuda finds space at the 5-hole, near post, and Escareno can't close it quick enough. Lansing City, when things were looking dire since the timeout, have scored 6 in a row, and they may not be done yet. Barney, back post, Fisher, trying to get on it, did it bounce in the net? No, Escareno on the deflection, and a Chicago escape. Wow. A tale of 2 halves in the first half as Chris Bain continues the attack. Kleppel on the strike, sends it well up and over, nearly clearing the safety net. You see the youth fans here at the Lansing City Arena cheering on the home team. They're getting excited. Ball into Mosquera, 23 seconds to go. Vinny De Silva under pressure. Hernandez keeps it in. Lansing City still coming. Ball went out of bounds, 14 seconds to go. Chicago House desperately trying to make it to the halftime break. Barney back to Kleppel, 8 seconds to go, 7 seconds. Goes outside, left foot blocked. Follow up, 3 seconds. Barney misses by a narrow margin, and the last second will tick off the clock. And we head to the locker room break. Chicago House 5, Lansing City 6. Both teams going on hot streaks. in 2 portions of the game. 5 in a row for Chicago. Lansing City respond with 6 consecutive, and that's how we ended. We're going to take a quick break. The Ally Marketing Halftime Show is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
The attack.
Kleppel now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Nice run out of here at Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Just a comment about Jenga, another reason why the story is different this year for Lansing City is Jenga's team looked a lot better on the road than it did last year.
They did, yeah, they looked a lot better, and that's the part for me that I start to wonder about is some of these tactical decisions, because they have the effort, they're getting more talented players like Ewal Bagassi. He looked like a really strong player, and he's new to futsal as well. Shota Takabatake, he continues to have an impact every time he comes out.
Keeper play was good.
Yeah, keeper play was
Clemson. Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, and he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
There's a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah, Blanco touched it.
Great
Did you hear me
effort.
say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. For Lansing City, the new pieces that looked promising in the Jenga game, Alec Nas, Alessandro Blanco, Ali Ahmed, Benny Alashari, Beto Espinal, the new players, and the growth of Jack Fisher, Drew Barney, physically and just in the game. Addition of Diego Bobadilla, we didn't see him in the last game, but I expect to see him here. I think that promising play from Ethan Castaneda, that is going to face a true test here. I mean, it will. You could say it's the ultimate test. Perhaps the ultimate test would be Ole away, maybe. But obviously you're playing the best team in the league that has shown that. So it's kind of like what is the state of these promising pieces for Lansing City and maturity? What is the state of that? And I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jenga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Ole go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal. Outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Ally Marketing, let's be friends. Welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Ally Marketing, let's be friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Jared Kleppel standing courtside with assistant coach Jacob Derby here with Lansing City. Jacob, you guys went down early, 5-0, called a timeout, 6 unanswered after that point. What was the difference?
Sometimes when you have young guys on the court, they come out a little bit shy, a little bit timid. And Jeremy came off with Coach Matt and got him going, got him refocused, and got him to understand that you just got to play with the right attitude, with intensity, and when you do that, good things happen.
What do you think is going to be the key to keeping the momentum going in the second half and not having a lapse like you did early in the first?
It's the same thing, just having the right attitude, playing with aggression, with speed, confidence, this being the big thing, the confidence. So if we can do that, come out and defend with some pressure, we'll be all right.
Last question, is there a player on the Lansing City side that maybe you see as a dark horse tonight that could have an impact, maybe sneaky for the fans to catch?
I don't think he's a dark horse. I just think Luciano, he's the guy that opens the game up. You can't guard him and Jeremy at the same time. So when him and Jeremy are on the court together, pick your poison and we'll have our opportunities.
Yeah, Cernuda certainly has an impact on the game so far. Thank you so much, Coach. We'll see you guys on the other side. We're going to head to a quick ad break, and on the other side, it's kickoff. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show, courtside with Coach Gil Da Silva of Chicago House. Gil, you guys went out to a very early lead, 5 goals, and that's matched some of the most that have been scored unanswered in the arena in the first half. And then it was 6 the other way. What went wrong?
I think we got too confident. After the 5th goal, we started sitting back a little bit and didn't keep the pressure on. And you can't do that with Lansing, especially in their home arena.
One of the things that has become clear is the talent of Luciano Cernuda, number 14 on the other side, opens the game up. The coach on the other side was saying that, you got Kleppel and Cernuda, and it's tough to guard both. What's the answer?
Yeah, it definitely is. We're keeping our formation. We're going to stick with the same thing in the second half, just put more pressure and high press them maybe, and continue to get block shots. Our keeper saved quite a bit so far, so keeping us in the game.
Yeah, Scarino has had a ton of saves. I think he's close to 25 or 30. It's going to be tough to keep that up. But the question that I had lastly was, in the first half, we probably saw Vinny Da Silva, Rafi Hernandez, your starting 4 plus maybe 1 or 2 for probably 80% of the game. Do you think you guys are going to be able to keep that up?
Oh, yeah, for sure. These guys are young. They've been playing a lot of futsal, and, they enjoy the pressure and having to be out there a lot of minutes, so we're fine. Yeah.
Awesome. So no concern there. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you on the other side. And this concludes the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Next up is Kick. Don't go anywhere.
The attack.
Kleppel now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set and ready for second half action. Chicago House, after 5 straight, let in 6 the other way. And they find themselves down by a goal at the beginning of half number 2 here in the Lansing City Arena. In the second half of the women's and men's doubleheader, Alessandro Blanco working with Fisher on the 1-2 and had a dangerous chance in the first 17 seconds that goes wide. Speaking of that doubleheader, the Chicago House women came out with the victory, 5-1 in that game, and they improved to 3-0. While Lansing City, over on the women's side, dropped to 1-3 on the year. Now Lansing City with a kick in deep in attacking territory. Fisher doesn't connect, and it's out for a kick in. Jacob Chilinsky getting the start for Chicago House here in the second half, along with Mosquera, De Silva, and Rafa Hernandez. And De Silva puts it out of play. It will be a corner for Lansing City. Barney off the corner, first time blocked by Hernandez. Hernandez going quick, he receives it here. And his try goes well wide. Lansing City start the second half the way they started the first. Outside of Kleppel coming in for Jonah Timblow. Blanco, Barney, Fisher, Kleppel. Shot from Chilinsky, blocked by Castaneda. He's actually only recorded 3 saves tonight, along with the 5 that got by him. So he has not had to be very active, or would have been a little bit more, I guess, if the 5 didn't get by him. Not all those were really on him, I would say. The shot goes well wide from De Silva as they try to restart the engines that they had in the beginning of the first half. Talking with assistant coach Jacob Derby in the halftime break, he really felt like the key to the turnaround for Lansing really had to do with their attitude and approach to the game. Pointing out the young players needing to step up and just play the way they know how to play. It's kind of what it came down to. You felt like once that happened, things turned around. And on the other side for Coach Gil De Silva, his thoughts at the halftime break, he said we felt like they got a little too confident after going up 5-0. As well as no concerns with the amount of court time Hernandez, De Silva, and their top 5 or 6 court players are getting. Nearly 2 minutes away here in half number 2. Staggering 11 goals scored in the first half. Fisher collects it. We'll have a rolling foul, back post. Fisher got it first. And that will be an accumulated foul against Chicago House. And the call here, ball's coming back to Scareno, I think. Not sure what the issue was, but he will restart play. Do it again. High press from Lansing City. Blanco forces De Silva out. Escareno now finds Mosquera. Hernandez is up in the pivot spot. Kleppel takes it away. Blanco to his left. He goes right instead. Shot goes wide. And Escareno will put it back into play. Chilinsky under heavy pressure. It's Jack Fisher. And like you get pulled down there by Fisher. Fisher is unsure of what he was called for. The official seems like he thought he was pulling to the ground, and Lansing City have their first foul of the half. 3 Lansing City players standing up near the bench, ready to come on the floor. Heavy pressure still. Fisher wins it, goes to the floor. Chicago House the other way. Rafael Hernandez to Chelinski. Jacob Chelinski. Strike is blocked into the corner. De Silva's at the top of the arc. Blanco's fighting. Kleppel steps in and sends it out. And Lansing City will get their two of their changes out. Cernuda and Saltzman getting ready to come in for the first time tonight is Ali Ahmed. Hernandez now near the center dot. Mosquera holding it up, turns, Castaneda kicks it away. First big chance for Chicago House this half. Hernandez gets by Saltzman. Saltzman tracking him back. He goes to the floor. Hernandez wanted a call, but won't get one. Ali Ahmed now for the first time tonight. Space inside, right foot, looking for the far post, and Escareno is there. How good has he been tonight? 27 times. Keeping Lansing City out of the back of the net. How about this? First touches from Ali Ahmed in the game. He's created an opportunity like that. Ball won by Lansing City. Cernuda in the back. Try to go inside. Mosquera wins it. Is a counter on for Chicago? No, it won't be. They'll recycle back to Hernandez. Now Chelinski. His try is blocked by Cernuda right at his foot. Chelinski will put it back into play. Sets it down, Hernandez. And De Silva in the area. Got behind David Saltzman. Could have been an easy tap in at the back post. But Lansing City escape. Saltzman looking into Crispain at the pivot. Ali Ahmed pressing high. Ball goes all the way back to Scareno. He just has to clear it out. Something we're seeing in these first 4.5 minutes of the half is Lansing City just guns blazing on the defensive side. We've seen multiple times them up the floor pressing in the corners. And why not? They're catching Chicago House with their backs to goal way up there. So far has not led to a goal, but it's been a problem. De Silva tries to get it across. Saltzman prevents him. Silva puts it into play. First time outside of the net. And a quick distribution. Hernandez all over it. And he gets kicked down. And no caution will be given. Thought had the potential to be a caution, but none given. Lansing City get their second foul of the night. Hernandez facing it up. 2 in the wall. Chelinski at the back post. Shot blocked by the wall. Crispain goes hard. Escareno is first to meet it, and Saltzman can't keep it in. De Silva trying to get through the middle of the defense. Crispain still working. Can he get another one? Escareno to beat. Toe poke blocked. Cernuda on the follow blocked. And Saltzman will commit the foul. And he says, look, there was a guy right here. Ahmed is saying the same thing. Why are you calling it from all the way on the other side? I think is the message that is coming out of his mouth. I mean, it looked like And Saltzman didn't think he fouled him, and that replay, it looked like he got him. It will be their third foul, so a couple of quick ones, and they're up to 3 on the counter. Hernandez tries to go down the sideline. Saltzman prevents it. Ball inside, and Chris Bain can't get on the end of it. Foul number 4 against Lansing City. Cernuda fights for it, wins it. Toe poke. Misses the far post, but not by much. Cernuda again. Keeps it at his feet. Mosquera pokes it, and it is last touched by him, says the official. Now Chris Bain to Ahmed. Ahmed inside, Chris Bain finishes. Lansing City strike first in half number 2. Trezor Chris Bain finishes the attack that originally came from Ali Ahmed, and he's had that twice tonight. In front of, I believe that was Vinny Da Silva that Chris Bain was in front of. Oh, here's a great opportunity. Castaneda puts an end to it. He got the ball, says the referee. Cernuda takes just a touch too big. Wow. What a chance to respond for Chicago House. Nearly had it, as they now trail by 2. And Mosquera can't believe that one was not called as a deflection, and the call is going to be changed now. It did seem pretty clear that it was deflected, but missed originally. Mosquera to put it in. All the way up to number 9. Daniel Magallon, first time we've seen him in the second half. He played a lot of the first half, being a starter. And now Cernuda takes over. Shot! Nylon for Cernuda. Luciano Cernuda. Looks like he beat Escareno to the near post. It was hard to tell there. Can't tell which shoulder went over. He extends the lead to 3. And he has 3 tonight himself. Wow, all these goals for Lansing City coming from 3 players. Fisher with a hat trick, Cernuda with a hat trick, and Chris Bain with 2. And Kleppel gets taken down. That's gotta be. Mosquera was the one at fault. A bad slide tackle from behind, and it is a caution. And Cernuda gets a caution as well. That was very bad. I am a little bit surprised it was only a yellow. There was no intent to win the ball there at all. He absolutely whacked him from behind. And it looks like the officials are going to take another look at this. And it is a challenge coming from Lansing City. Challenging whether it's a red card offense or not. We're sorting it out here at the scores table where video support is. A reminder how it works. Each team gets 1 unsuccessful challenge per half. So if you succeed in your challenge, you can continue to challenge until you're wrong. The video evidence must be clear and conclusive to overturn a call. We have 3 camera angles here on site tonight, sorting through as much available footage as possible. Take a look there again at this play. And just absolutely going for Kleppel. I think Mosquera thought he got fouled, and just absolutely going for the ankles of Jeremy Kleppel. We'll see what the decision is here. I believe Cernuda got a yellow as well. And what happened afterwards. We see Castaneda there. He's had 6 saves tonight, keeping the sheet clean after giving up those first 5. And Lansing, 8 in a row. That is a tough pill to swallow if you're Chicago House. Lansing City have responded. We'll see what the decision is here. So the challenge for the red card, a direct red offense, is unsuccessful. And the video support deems that it is not a red card offense. Looks like the explanation is coming to the Chicago House side as well now. Both sides, actually. Both coaches getting the explanation. Assistant coach Jacob Derby has quite a lot to say about that decision not being reversed. So now 3 players on a yellow for Chicago House. On the other side, it's 2. Gonna double check that our foul count is correct. Foul count is correct. Lansing City with 4, House with 1. Play resumes. Cernuda, opportunity. Goalkeeper change, first save for Sergio Castillo. Correction, Chicago House does have a second foul. We'll add that to the scoreboard. So it is 4-2 with 13 to go. Corner to Ahmed. Inside, space, right foot. Missed the back post. Mentioned it in the previous shot, but goalkeeper change for Chicago House. Sergio Castillo seeing the floor for the first time tonight. He has played here before in the arena. In the summer, Chicago House came here for the Lansing tour and the showcase, and Lansing City is screaming for a double touch. And the officials will not give it to them. Ball into Ahmed. Kleppel looking for Cernuda, got space! Number 4414! Lansing City have 9. Luciano Cernuda off the ball. Off the pass from Kleppel, gets away from Magallon. And Lansing City may not be done yet. Ahmed, denied by Castillo. Cernuda, he's seeking 5, blocked. 9 straight goals for Lansing City in this match. Ahmed wide open, looking at the back post. Cernuda wasn't ready for it. Marroquin in the match. He gives it away. Fisher fighting for it, comes out to Ahmed. Still with it at his foot. Space. Going back to the near post. Castillo deflects, but it's not enough. Ali Ahmed puts Lansing City into double digits. And that is not a Midwest United goal. That is a Lansing City goal, ladies and gentlemen. Number 10 on the night. Take another look at that one. Meanwhile, Castaneda distributes to Cernuda. Lansing City showed no signs of slowing down. Cernuda, toe poke, blocked. Kleppel, shot, misses wide. Devastation since going up 5-0 for Chicago House. Marokin trying to get something going. That one doesn't trouble Castaneda. Ahmed tries to beat De Silva. And it's stopped by Castillo. And it's 10-5 match here in the arena, 11 minutes to go. Ball down the sideline, Rafael Hernandez. His shot is deflected out for a corner, and he thought he got fouled, no call. He goes quickly, De Silva. Shot, blocked by Cernuda. Let's go City chants coming from the crowd. The youth here getting involved. And Hernandez gets hit down by Ahmed. That is Lansing City's 5th foul. Could that be a way back into the match for Chicago House? It's a lot to ask. But you can't ignore the 5 on the board. 5 fouls underneath Lansing City's logo there. Marokin stands over it, 2 in the wall for Lansing. Shot into the wall. Castillo finds Hernandez in the back. Rafael Hernandez, he looks so good in the early moments of this game. He has not slowed down. His effort has still been there. But he has been mostly silenced since that 5-goal lead. Ball inside, nice little touch there from number 18, Vivero. But De Silva not on the same page, nowhere near the play. See the fans getting involved there. Loving what they're seeing from their home side tonight. Chris Bain facing the double, gets by him, inside. And I think Saltzman was wondering why that one was so high and behind him. And now a 2v1. And Cernuda, is he a goalkeeper? The split save at the middle of the court. Wow. That was amazing. I've never seen a court player do that before. Incredible. Now it's Hernandez trying to get a spark for his Chicago green. Doesn't get by Castaneda. Solid performance from the green goalkeeper. This half. Castaneda goes long. Finds Cernuda. Can he control it enough? No, and into the safety net. Castillo wanted to go fast. Eventually throws it to Crispin. Now Naya Saba. Now Crispin. 1v1. Ball got lost behind him. Another chance. Inside. Trying to beat Marokin. He does. The toe poke is blocked by De Silva. De Silva will take his chance into the middle. Has a shot. And that one goes well off the mark. Ayasaba going to keep the ball under his foot, and it was a costly mistake, nearly a costly mistake. And the ball goes out for a corner. Ball comes to De Silva, poked away by Spain. Cernuda tracking it down. Hernandez goes backwards and forces Castillo to play it out of bounds. Cernuda providing so much energy to this Lansing City side, particularly in this second half, not to minimize its impact in the first. Arrokin goes down, wants a foul, won't get one. 10-5, Lansing City, under 9 to go. Saltzman to Cernuda. Holding up play, turns. And De Silva defending well and earns a kick in. Cernuda putting up some big numbers on the stat sheet tonight, 4 goals. Part of this 10 in a row for Lansing City, and Castaneda prevents it on the 1v keeper Gianni Vivero had. Castaneda doing well to come off his line, make the slide at the top of the arc. Jeremy Kleppel and Cernuda combining for Lansing City, 45 of Lansing City's shots between them. 25 for Kleppel himself, 20 for Cernuda. Hernandez fighting for it with Fisher. Fisher comes out victorious. Hernandez trying to get him on the backside. Fisher with a strike. De Silva blocks it, and it's out for a corner. Ball inside, came across to Blanco. An awkward position as it flies by him. High press from Lansing. Blanco with a touch. It's a mix-up in the middle. Blanco comes away with it. Fisher! He also has 4 tonight. It's a double 1 for Lansing. Ball got bounced around in the middle, and Fisher was left there as Vivero had to step up, and Castillo was backing him up. Blanco found him, and it's in the back of the net. And Lansing are on a remarkable 11-0 run, and Chicago has had a chance to put that to an end through number 19, Luke Faubert. First time we've seen him all night tonight. Young player from Chicago, getting some minutes in this game that has flipped to the other side. Oh, and Blanco nearly, for a second I thought he kind of saved it, but I think it was going wide. Couldn't get the deflected touch coming from the foot of Fisher. Hernandez under pressure, able to get by it. 4v3 for Chicago. Faubert, ball comes across, and he ends this scoring run for Lansing City. Take another look. Yeah, he on the slide poked it right between Ahmed and Castaneda, and Kleppel not back yet, and Luke Faubert has been out there all but 20 seconds. And he's got one on the board, and it's not long before Blanco says, all right, I'll put one back up for us then. Lansing City with 12. Take another look. Saltzman was there too. Wow. Nobody home at the back post except for Lansing City. It is 12-6 now, here with 6.5 to go. And Lansing City are still pressing high. Faubert down the line. Saltzman recovers, trying to win it, and he's just going to watch it go out of bounds. Kleppel trying to go down the line instead. It's blocked by the Chicago bench. The latest goal scorer for Chicago House, the youngest player in the FCS. And he gets on the board in his first 20 seconds of play. Blanco had a transition opportunity, but it's not there. De Silva, Megs one, can't get by the second. De Silva will put it into play. Hernandez down the line, beats one. That ball got across, but no Chicago House player to get on the end of it. This one comes all the way to Hernandez on the far side. Diagonal, De Silva, met by Castaneda. And it is going to be a restart. Castaneda goes long. Saranuda, left foot, misses at the near post. He just came on the floor, already on the attack. Long one to Faubert. Nice first time touch, no teammate around. He'll put it back into play. Lansing City are getting very close to 87 shots, is that right? Wow. They have been unleashing all night. In that first 10 minutes or so, going down 5, they still had several shots in that time, and since then, 11 goals in a row. They've made it all the way to 12 now. And what looked like would be a really fun game for Chicago House has taken a turn for the worse. 2v1, Hernandez chips it, Kleppel heads it away. Cheeky play from Hernandez. Would have had Castaneda beat if Kleppel had not been on the line. Silva plays it into Jacob Chelinski. Now Hernandez, 4:29 to go. Mosquera across to the other side. He goes to the middle, tries to set up as a pivot back to goal in the arc area, gets it. His ball a little too early for Hernandez, cutting into the middle. High pressure from Chicago House. Chris Spain gets around Hernandez. 2v1 behind Saranuda. He can't quite finish it. See the Chelinski brothers swapping out there. Kleppel wins it. Mosquera calling for a sub. Ahmed denied by Castillo. Ahmed plays it long. Chris Spain trying to keep it in. He does. Wow. And the crowd loves it. And Castillo turns into a save. For Castillo, I should say. Now Matt Chelinski finds De Silva. He's seen the court for probably 80% of the game, along with this man right here, Rafael Hernandez. Maybe more, honestly. Right foot strike will be off the mark. Chicago House ladies still here. We've had a lot less to cheer about since the opening 5 goals. Nice ball over the top, looking for Chris Spain. And that's going to be foul number 5 against Lansing City. So we'll take another look. Cernuda, who committed it, grabbed him on the shoulder, tried to make an effort for the ball and missed. So it will be Rafael Hernandez who has the 10-meter try. Castaneda will take a seat on the bench. Castaneda has a history of making saves in penalties this year, especially at the arena. He made some 6-meter penalty saves recently, and this time it's Hernandez staring him down, and he puts it away. (12-7). A 5-goal margin for Chicago House. You can tell by their body language, they know that it's probably too little too late, but I don't think you'll see them giving up anytime soon. A whistle blowed against Chalinsky, number 6, for the 3rd foul on House this half. Three minutes to go. Kleppel, a strike, Castillo makes the save. And Ahmed, stop to the counterattack, toe poke, Castillo collects another. He's nearing 10 on the night. He's been in the game for about 10 minutes. Kleppel goes back to Fisher, space for him. Defense collapses. Ahmed to the far side. Blanco to Kleppel's right, takes a shot instead, and Castillo on his game. Great save. Now Kleppel again, left foot blocked by Da Silva. Solid string of attacks here for Lansing City in the last 30 seconds or so. Kleppel again with a 1v1 on the near side. Space on the inside, help doesn't come, and he misses wide to the right. Long one to Chalinsky, holding up play. Turns. 2 Lansing City defenders right in front of him. He goes backwards. Hernandez now. Trying to find an opening to the middle of the floor. Blanco staying right with him. Hernandez has a hat trick tonight. With that last 10-meter penalty conversion, put him over to 3 goals. You can see he's probably not really in any mood for celebrating here in the last minute and 50 seconds. Lansing City will not have their home fans for the next match, where they will travel to Grand Rapids and face Olay, as Fisher has an opportunity, but it's not there, and he pushes down Hernandez. We'll likely see a caution. I guess no, but it is foul number 7, and Hernandez, number 7, steps up. He'll have another try at a 10-meter penalty. Whistle blows. Here comes Hernandez. He finishes again. One step closer for Chicago. The margin is 4 with 1:37 to go. Beats Castaneda to the right. See the reaction of the bench. Looks like we didn't catch it. And foul whistled against number 6. I think that's Matt Chelinski. Indeed. For Chicago House's 4th foul of the night. Couple speaking with the referee there as he marks off the space. Here comes Kleppel. Misses wide. Castillo goes long. Saltzman beats Hernandez to the ball. And Hernandez will put it into play. He gets it right back. Goes down the line. Saltzman sliding, keeping it out. And a good battle there. Thumbs up given from Hernandez. The tough play from those two. Nice ball all the way to Da Silva. Lansing City recover. Both Blanco and Fisher keeping that one from making its way to Castaneda. 3 Lansing City players, 4 standing up. Looks like at least two that are prepared to come in. It's Chris Bain and Ahmed as that shot sails high. Ball into Blanco, can't control it. Matt Chelinski pokes it, and it goes all the way to Castaneda. Castaneda finds Kleppel. Vinny Da Silva in front of him. Goes for a turn and poked away by Da Silva. Saltzman trots over to put it into play. Blanco makes a run. Cernuda into the middle. Saltzman goes back to Kleppel. Chips into the corner, finding Blanco. Keeps it in. Out. Last touched by Chicago House. Lansing City ball. Coach Matt Alishari yelling for a card in that scenario. Saying the player was too close, but Saltzman sneaks in front of Castillo. First time off the kick-in. Number 10, David Saltzman. Sneaking right in there. No one saw him, not even Castillo. Saltzman gets his first one of the night. As Kleppel sends that one literally to the Raptors. I think the ball is stuck. Kleppel, even though being the second leading scorer in the league, has not scored against Chicago House team. Well, tonight he has not needed it. Chris Bain shielding off Da Silva. And Hernandez down the line inside. And it's behind, I believe that's number 9, Daniel Maguion. Chicago House have one match left in their season as they drop to 2-7 tonight. That will be at home against Innovation in 3 weeks. And the Lansing City fans dancing here in the arena as what seemed like it would be likely destruction. The 0-5 start turns into 11 straight goals, and they win it by 5 here full time in the Lansing City Arena. 21 goals. Is that the most combined this season? I think that might tie. I think Shoreline and Chicago House had a 10-11 game. It might be the second most combined goals this season. Lots of them tonight. We're going to get out there get a couple interviews with coaches and players. So stay with us for Pod Escape Room post-game coverage. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the Pod Escape Room post-game show on the court with Jack Fisher. Jack, you had 4 goals tonight.
Yes.
I know that's is that a record for you?
Yes, this season, yes, that's a record.
I know you were talking to me earlier about trying to push more goals, but it looked dire for you guys early on. 5 goals against you. What changed for you guys and also you personally that caused that turnaround?
I think we just started really slow and really afraid of the game and stuff like that, but I think there was just about 5 minutes in, I think everything just changed. We realized we can win this, we can high press, we can do everything, and we just started scoring from there. Once we knew we could start high pressing them, start winning the ball higher up the court, we just goal after goal after goal.
Yeah, that was something that we saw courtside was that defensive pressure, especially in the second half. It seemed like you guys were just getting them in the corners. Was that part of the game plan?
Yeah, we started just high pressing because we know we're very good. A lot of our players are very athletic, very good when it comes to pressing high up the court, and we're also very good when it comes to scoring directly off that counter. And I think that's what we did. We excelled really well at in this game.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to invite over Luciano Saranuda. Fisher, when he's over, tell me he wasn't able to start with you guys, but he's in the past 2 games. What's it meant for you guys to have him back on the floor?
Oh, it's meant so much. I mean, he enjoyed his time over in Italy, but it's been a lot of fun having him back. He's such a key role player in this team, and he's just a really good player overall.
Amazing. Well, 4 goals apiece for both of you guys. We'll say see you later to Jack Fisher. Thank you so much. We'll bring Saranuda in here. So, Saranuda, you spent some time in Italy earlier this year, came back, your second game now with Lansing City this season. 4 goals on the night. It just seemed like you were a shark smelling blood in the water tonight. Is that how it is for you all the time?
Definitely. I love just, attacking as hard as I can. Our team was down a little bit. We were down 4 goals. Came on, just try to hype everyone up, make sure we could keep pushing. And, yeah, I'm always just, no matter what the score is, I'm always going to be pushing towards goals, pushing towards assists, just trying to get it as tight as possible. And we got it there, and we came out with the outcome at the end, which was amazing.
Well, you guys did something that we haven't seen a whole lot, and that's after going down 5, you score 11 straight. How did you guys manage to score that many without giving up any in that run?
Honestly, I think we definitely fixed a part of self-confidence. At the beginning of the game, players were scared. They didn't trust in their own ability. As soon as we realized that, we started pushing towards it, players trusting each other, Drew getting on the ball, being confident. Honestly, it's just a confidence thing. Everyone pushing themselves, pushing each other, and we came out with the outcome, came out with the win, and that's how we did that.
Well, now you guys are at 4-3. Your next game, you're actually traveling to Olay in a couple of weeks. What do you think that's going to be like?
I think it's going to be a great game for sure. Olay's a very strong team. But I know what my team could do. I know what we've done before, and I think we could come out with the win for sure. Like, not a doubt in my mind.
Well, we'll see what happens in a few weeks' time. I think it's just 2 weeks, maybe February 9th. I don't know if I'm getting that date right. Somewhere in there. Actually, I think it's later, February 12th or 14th. But that's your guys' next game. Congrats tonight on the victory, and it's good to see you back on the floor. Let's see if we can find a Lansing City coach. Coach Matt Alishar, you have a second? I'm hijacking him. Coach Matt Alishari, the obvious one is go down 5, you score 11 straight, right? This is the obvious thing.
Yeah, I think I said that in the pregame interview.
Is that exactly what you said?
I think so. I think if you rewind it, you'll see.
Well, I think fact check that one, everybody, in the production studio. So that's the obvious one, but what's something that you saw in the game tonight that was maybe hidden that fans wouldn't really know unless they were a part of the huddle, a part of the team, that really impacted the way you guys played tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we went down 5-0. You could see some of our younger guys they got punched in the mouth and they were afraid and didn't really know what to do. But then it was like all of a sudden Jack Fisher woke up and he started playing like Jack Fisher. And then you saw that start to carry on to other players on the team. Ali came in and, probably he's not someone that a lot of people who watch FCS have seen play very much. But, he came in, he made an immediate impact on the game. Obviously, Luciano, Jeremy. But from a coaching standpoint, something we like to see is we saw, after the first 5 minutes, defensively and offensively, we saw a complete game.
And that's probably what you guys are going to need to put together in a couple weeks' time when you travel to Olay. You guys almost had them at home. How excited are you for this one?
Oh, it should be fun. The first one was one of the most fun games I've had coaching in all my years of coaching. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to see that one. Congrats on the win tonight. And I won't hijack you more from the picture.
Thanks, sir.
And that's going to complete the Pod Escape Room post-game. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to the doubleheader tonight here at the Lansing City Arena. In the first game, the Lansing City women the Chicago House women take it 5-1. And the second game, it is Lansing City by a score of, I think it ended up 12-8 is how that one ends. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys for the third half on Thursday. Good night.
Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
It was a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah, Blanco touched it.
Great
Did you hear me
effort.
say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. For Lansing City, they're